Hello, my collective. Thank you for clicking here. Happy Wednesday to you. You may be viewing this on another day, but these are timeless readings. These are just energies I'm pulling out according to the collective. So I am here to do a reading for you. Just a daily check-in, my loves. Here we go. If you are interested in having a personal reading, a private reading with me, I have something for every pocketbook over on WISIO. Please click below in the description. You can book a reading with me there, and it is safe to do so. All right. We are starting with the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse collective. I think somebody has either feeling good about the inner work. Somebody was doing inner work. Oh. All right. Oh. Okay. No, somebody stopped working on a relationship. You know what this is? This right here, Charlie just showed me a picture of someone who is daily, watering the plant daily. Yep. Consistently and daily. And when you stop watering the plant dies. I feel like this person decided to see what would happen if they stopped watering the plant, right? Now, what does that mean, Charlie? It means that this person felt that they were doing most of the work, the heavy lifting. This person, I feel like this Eight of Pentacles is in reverse because someone wasn't looking at the details. Someone here was kind of looking at the overview and thinking that everything was okay until the financial troubles hit. And when the financial troubles came, this person put on a mask. They didn't want to see it. No, there was so much toxicity, but they didn't want to see it. There's the toxicity is now unfortunately impacting the finances because I feel like what is on your mind, collective, whomever I'm connecting with, what's on your mind right now is that the love has run out. You're no longer in love and now you're close to broke, or you're just really, it doesn't have to be that you have no money, but I feel like you feel out of balance when your finances are out of balance. I think it was coming and you chose not to see it. And if that offends you, I'm sorry, but I just need to say the choice is to not see it. When this Two of Swords is in the upright, it's a choice not to see it. Or you weren't seeing it because you didn't understand that you were living in toxicity. You didn't see the toxicity that you were living in. But I feel like when you finally do see the toxicity, it causes a tower. You weren't going over the details, but I feel like that it went like you left the details to someone else, perhaps. And then this love, yeah, it's like you stopped doing all of the work that you were doing, and you realized that you were doing all the heavy lifting. And this other person was kind of just coasting along with you. And I think you were okay with that until the impact in the finances. And then you realized at that point that you weren't sure that you even wanted to work it out with this person. There is a tower here, and I feel like the tower is the realization that you're no longer in love, that you've left the details to someone else who squandered the money, perhaps. But maybe you didn't look over the details and it was your job to do that. You trusted somebody, but this person you didn't have a lot of trust in. I feel as though it feels like it could be some kind of a relationship of two people who maybe had a romantic connection, but I feel as though this is where it began, maybe in childhood. Maybe when you were younger, teenagers, early 20s, it could have began there, but never really grew past there. You understand? There's no other cards here, that indicate that there's any love. So it never really grew past, it never really matured. And it's because of the toxicity that is so deeply embedded. Yeah, I think that you may have grown up in toxicity. So, of course, we always call in that vibration. You called in someone on that vibration until you could see it from the outside, looking in, until you could see it. Until you saw it. That's what the tower was. You saw it once the tower fell. You couldn't see it before. You were too busy going over the details of... No, you weren't. Oh, okay. Charlie said there was an indication financially early on in this relationship that it wasn't going to work. But this person decided to wait for the tower. They put it on the back burner. Whoever you are, you thought you could fix it. Or maybe your person thought they could fix it for you. But, yeah, there was talks, lots of conversation around the tower falling. This financial issue became amplified or got bigger and bigger because of the Five of Wands, because of the lack of understanding and the indecision and the arguments and the right fighting and taking action on the wrong things, focusing more on the toxicity than clarity and conversation about why this whole situation is not growing in love. So I think we have two people who have come together who really weren't taught self-worth and sort of wanted to place their worth in the other person. And then when the money ran out, I feel for somebody in the relationship who could have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That doesn't have to be, but I feel like it's an earth energy. I also feel like whoever, if you're interested and this resonates with you, you probably have strong Scorpio in your chart, in your big three, sun, moon, or rising. I feel like you are a person who is, I think you need to have clarity. It must be okay up in the mind for you. And that tells me that somebody here could have air in their chart prominently, maybe either in the sun or the rising. If you're still watching tarot, my loves, for your personality, which is your birth date, your sun sign, you're really not getting, that may be why some of the readings you watch don't resonate with you, because, you could be Scorpio, but what kind of Scorpio are you? Are you the kind that has Sagittarius in your moon or your rising sign? Because that does make a difference, the kind of Sagittarius that you are. So there is a link in my banner. I'm not affiliated with the website, but I get good information there. So please use any website that you need to find out what your moon and your rising sign is. And please come back and watch for those. It will be a different story. I guarantee it. Okay. So, yes, I feel this has to do with Scorpio energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. I could just be feeling pentacles, but I feel like the king is someone who doesn't really notice if things are out of balance until financial things go out of balance. So I could be talking to someone here who's always, the number crusher, the bean counter, the one who pays out the bills. I don't know if you're in a corporation or if this is a family situation. It also could be that. But I feel as though you are responsible for the money or bringing in all of the money. We could have a one-income family here where someone is, so it turned into, when the love ran out, it turned into, spending whatever came in. Turned into money spending. Whenever you're spending out more than you can buy without other means, then yeah, you might want to take a little deeper look in that. And I'm not saying it's bad to be rich. I'm not, y'all. I am not. But it can get in the way. It can be a shift of perspective for sure. So I feel like what's happening here is that someone was unwilling to speak. Someone was unwilling to talk. I think every time there was conversation, every time that you collective went in to get clarity, it was nothing but fighting and arguing and toxicity and yelling and harsh words and threats and just bad energy. I feel like you stopped talking. Yeah, I feel like you want clarity. You wanted to get the clarity on love. What's going on in our relationship? And when you couldn't fix it or didn't get it or couldn't make it work, you kind of put it on the back burner, and that's why you have the tower. You were holding up the tower by not really paying attention to this. And I am going to do a Lightworker Chronicle soon, I promise, about holding up the tower. And because so many of us do it because we're scared of the lessons that will come. And it's human nature, right? It's absolutely human nature to be scared of what we don't know. Yep. So don't be bad. Don't feel bad about that. It's human. It's lessons, right? What do we got here? Okay, so once you figured out what was going on and where all of these arguments are coming from, I feel like you put a plan in motion. I think you see the situation for what it is after a time of healing. So I feel like there was a time, if you weren't ill, like not physically sick, there was a time here, I feel, that there is... Oh, you had so much healing to do here. So much healing to do because of the arguments and the fighting, and all you were trying to do is get balance. You know what? The universe was trying to give you this balance. The universe was saying, hey, look, yeah, there is toxicity here. Please, you need balance. You're ignoring it. You need balance. Yeah, but I don't think you saw it. I don't think you saw it there. I'm going to clarify just a little bit here. We've got regret. Regret is in the reverse, y'all. Somebody's got no regret for letting the tower fall. They tried to get clarity on this long-term relationship and they couldn't. They ended up getting sick. And I think that it was the actions here that spoke way louder than the words. If this is a job that you left or a relationship that you realized was dead, I feel like the fear, the reason why you didn't want to see it is because of a bit of immaturity, not having enough life lessons. Maybe you're younger, and I know that those of you in your 20s think you know it all, but I did too. But as you grow older, you get different lessons. So it's not like anybody knows more than the other. It's just that we're all on different levels of understanding. So I feel like at this time, this could be you now, maybe this was you, but you just had I think that you were young in the way you were thinking about things, maybe naive. Naivety crept in and you thought that you were doing what you could do in terms of keeping this relationship moving. But I think that, yeah, toxicity is what took it down eventually. And then when the toxicity began to be too much, you let the tower fall. You took your eye off the details and you said, I'm not working on this anymore and I have no regrets. No, because I tried to get clarity. Right? I tried to get clarity about the long-term relationship and why we weren't speaking. I was sick. You didn't take care of me. Somebody here got ill and their partner just kind of left them. Let them find their own justice. Let them get out of their own toxicity. Someone I feel could have been suffering from side effects or something like that kept them in bed. And it wasn't until things started going sideways here because you decided not to see the toxicity. Yeah, it wasn't until the impact of money that you realized that this whole thing was over. All right, so I was dealing in some cards flipped out. So here we go. We have somebody who took their eye off the details. I'm not in love with you anymore. This thing is over. I feel like it's financially done. Somebody I think is now seeing the toxicity for what it is because the tower is here. The tower is this. Communication in the Eight of Wands. It is the King of Pentacles. And it is the Moon. So I feel as though dear King, if you are that king, or if you're a king at all, I feel like you're showing up here. So now I know this is about the king. And I feel like you're communicating. It's like this all happens really quickly. Boom, the tower falls and you have to start making communications with people who are financially stable to ask about what to do next because you're not sure what to do next. So I feel like the king takes his eye off the prize. Things go south. Fine, we're not getting along, but the king didn't know that things were as bad as they were until the financials began to fail. And I feel like in the moon energy that the King of Pentacles here really doesn't know what the next move should be, because they've never been here before. They don't know what's in the moon energy. It's all kind of dark and gray and foggy, and they don't know where to go next. This person starts making phone calls to people, reaching out to people, communicating with people, to see what to do next. So that does tell me that maybe you're someone who's never either, and you don't have to be young to never have dealt with this situation, but this sounds like maybe someone who has never dealt with the situation before. A situation where a relationship goes sideways and then starts to implode financially. And I think this person is reaching out into the dark to anybody they can communicate with about this Tower energy and how to get through it. I think it's going to require a lot of strategy to get out of it. So the Eight of Pentacles is in the reverse again. Eight of Pentacles is in the reverse here. So someone stopped working on a relationship with an Empress in reverse. That person could have Capricorn in their chart, but they also could have Taurus or Libra. Don't have to. When the Empress is in reverse, the Empress is really kind of disinterested in what you can give her because, you know, she's just really got her eye on the prize, on the money. And so that makes sense as to why this King is in reverse. Why there is a financial impact here, because I think we just found the culprit. Yeah, I feel like this King is dealing with someone who's after the money, someone who's trying to spend him dry, someone who the Queen of Pentacles is here, and so is the Knight of Pentacles. So, you know, this is about money. It is. It is about someone who's trying to implode the finances here. That's what it feels like. And they're doing it in a vindictive way. The vindictive way is that they have stopped doing the house duties, or, you know, this person is acting as though they are the Empress in reverse. And the Empress in reverse, I'm not saying that the Empress is the one that does the house duties, but please, before you come to that conclusion that I'm saying that, please understand who the Empress is. You know what? She is the person who really does thrive in an environment where she's loving on people and healing people, and things are growing and creation is going, you know, and this person is an Empress in reverse, which means that she looks the part, you know, because the Empress is the Queen of Wands, who's quite attractive and takes care of herself. Please know that when the Empress is in the reverse, this person's great at the fake nails and the fake hair and the eyelashes and putting makeup on it, but they've not done any of the inner work. And so when it came down to it, yep, this person went for the money. They wanted financial stability. They didn't want the relationship. They didn't want to be a mother. They didn't, or if they did want to be a mother, it's like getting a puppy, you know, when the babies are cute and then you just kind of get disinterested. This Empress in reverse may just get disinterested in the situation. Becoming more interested in self than anyone in the family, and that really is a problem when you thought that you were living with the Empress. Do you understand? Yeah, it's like all the rules changed. So I feel like there is somebody here who is in King energy, whether that's feminine or masculine. To me, the Kings are predominantly masculine energy, but you could be a female who has predominantly masculine energy, right? What else do we have here? Well, I feel like what's going to happen is there is going to be communication here. Somebody is coming, or something is coming to the surface. Yeah, you know what? This King has no regrets. This King is like, bring it. Bring this Tower. I have no regrets here. I'm not doing this anymore. I have no regrets about the long-term relationship. I have no regrets about, you know, the way things went. I think this person is really sort of in this energy here. I feel like what you don't see is this energy. I don't know if it's your person or your energy, but this is the energy of someone saying, look, I tried my hardest at this whole thing. I brought the money and I expected more than I got. You know, I'm not going to spend time in the past worrying about this, thinking about this. It's crumbling and I brought the Tower and that's cool. But I feel like somebody is spending a lot of time in healing and is about to get their justice in all this toxicity and anger. Yeah, I feel like somebody's about to get their justice. So if you're waiting and you're hoping, I think it's coming for you. Yeah, look. Yeah, the balance is coming. And it's not far off. It is divine timing here. The balance is coming. Now, I know you're scared. It's okay to be scared. But you know, when you go in with temperance, when you go in knowing it's the right moment in time, when you go in balance and feeling good at the top of the peak of your health, you can still be afraid. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay to be afraid. Whether people tell you or not, most of us are afraid of a long-term relationship. Yeah, because we're afraid of having regrets for, not speaking up or doing something wrong or, yeah. So that's what I think is happening here. Yep. If that is your reading, you will know. It could have something to do with unrequited love. It seems like there is an earth energy feminine who has decided that the love has run out. The love has become unrequited. There have been things that are coming to the surface, lies in a marriage or a committed relationship. Yeah, so all of this is about to come to the surface. Someone is scared about trying to get balance in all of this, but the universe is helping. We have all major arcana cards right here, right? We have the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Devil, and we have Temperance. So yes, it's going to be toxic. It's going to be hard. You're going to be scared. You will be nervous. It'll feel uncertain, but know that the universe is sending you temperance, balance, good health, feeling well, saying yes to things that you think that you can do. Might be to some communication. Four of Swords in the reverse is communication, and we do have somebody who is scattering and making communication with people because they need support. Things are changing fast for you, whoever you are. Yeah, things are changing fast, and I'm sorry because it looks like it's going to be hectic for a little bit yet until you can get your balance, but it's coming. All right, I'm going to go, collective. Thank you for coming here and for watching. Wow, that one went a little long, hey? All right, going to go for now. Bye-bye.